Hey everyone, Comics for Thomas here. I am doing a CGC unboxing today, but it's only one book, and I'll explain that in a minute here. But I also am just going to do a quick haul video as well, as I've picked up books just from my LCS over the last 2 weeks, roughly. I'm actually going away tomorrow, which I'll be hitting up a couple comic shops in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm going there for the weekend and hoping to find something good because they've got a couple really good comic shops there. Before I show you what I've picked up lately, I just want to mention that if anybody has not been watching the Boy Who Had Seven's YouTube channel right now, he is doing 12 Days of Christmas, and it is just fantastic. He's giving away books to people who, have become very close friends with him. People have inspired him on YouTube and stuff, and it's really really good. Last night's episode was DS Comics and Bub's Comics, and you can tell the Boy Who Had Seven. He thinks about this stuff before he sends it, so he's not just going, "Hey, what are you collecting or what are you looking to collect?" If you watched last night's episode, he sent books to DS Comics for him to grade and sell to work towards other books because if you haven't subscribed to either Bub's The Boy Who Had Seven or DS Comics channel, DS is on Golden Guys as well. He does a show every Tuesday, and it's fantastic. But you can tell what he collects isn't what necessarily everybody else collects. So, and he said that himself. He's like, I don't know what you would get me because most of the books he's going for are valuable books because they're a lot older, right? And he's probably has a certain grades that he wants to get on books or conditions and so on. So it was pretty neat to see the fact that okay, well, here's a couple of modern keys that you can now flip and put towards something better. So my kitten's crying at me. So get away from there. I'm going to show you some books I've picked up over the last 2 weeks. These are mostly just pull lists. I'm not, besides going tomorrow to Halifax, I'm trying to stay away from buying anything not too valuable, but anything over my pull list right now, just with Christmas and stuff coming along. So, and the obviously these books being back or I guess this one book right now being back is hopefully going to be a very good grade down there so that I can flip it and then buy some fun books. So I'm going to start off with Strange Skies over East Berlin, issue number 3. This is a very good series. White Whale Comics and John's Comics with Kids, and who do they have on? They always have a guest, so they do a new comic book day every Wednesday. This week they had did the Nova Annihilation, the True Believers. It was a pretty good episode. I'm a big Nova fan, so I was interested to see what they thought. But the week before, they did Strange Skies over East Berlin, but they did the first 3 issues, which is great. I watched the episode before I actually read this issue, but I mean, it is really good. I think there's only 4 issues in it, so if you get a chance, check it out. X-Men, the regular series right now, number 3, Lionel Francis Yu cover. So obviously, I am collecting all of his, and it's good. I picked up the Star Wars Saga Comics premiere. It's basically just a rundown of since they've basically started the Star Wars, the Vader, the Han Solo, the new series of comics over the last couple of years. It's pretty neat. It actually catches you up because I've read a lot of the Vader stuff. I've read some of the Star Wars stuff. Haven't read much of any other else. Maybe a little Dr. Aphra or something, but it's kind of it catches you up, so it's pretty neat. Here's die number 10. Good cover as usual. Sorry if there's any glare in here. I'm doing my best to keep the glare away. My last video I showed you I picked up the Annihilation Scourge. I think I had the Omega and the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is right in front of me. The Omega, just the Omega, I guess. So since then, I've picked up the Nova. I think that's an awesome cover. And these 4, I think there's 4 of them. So there's Nova, Fantastic Four, Beta Ray Bill, and Silver Surfer. The 4 of them, they're connecting covers too. I didn't realize that at first. I don't know. I've got a couple of them here right now, but they look like they connect, and yeah, they do. So this is a pretty good read. They kind of talk about the fact is a lot of these guys were part of Annihilation as well, and that's how I fell in love with Nova, Richard Rider's Nova. The character is through that Annihilation series. So for me, I was going to grab this right away, even if it's not as good as that one, but do you really expect it to be unless they're like a continuation somehow? Or that's good. There is Annihilation, Scourge, Fantastic Four. I don't know if you're seeing this better this way or not. No, you're not. That is good. I grabbed a variant just because it's Nova. And that's actually a pretty good variant as well. I think that would kind of look neat as a Virgin variant. But I've read both of those. I read this last night. This is the Annihilation Scourge Beta Ray Bill. That's a good one. It's pretty neat at the end of that one, actually. And then this was fantastic. This, if you've read Silver Surfer Black, you will enjoy this because it's just like right, from what ended there, he kind of talks about what happened, and what his state is, I guess his status is, right now, and what he's doing. And there's, I'm gonna actually pop that up for a second because right away, you are hit with that's obviously it's funny that they put a Silver Surfer a Contest of Champions ad in there with Silver Surfer, but look at that. Look at it, just even that small one right there. So right away, I was, because that Silver Surfer Black was, that was a fantastic read. So, and the art, I don't think it's the same artist. I haven't checked, but I mean, some of the stuff in here is like, it's almost that, weirdness that came out of Silver Surfer Black, but just like dumbed down a little bit. I'm not going to say dumbed down. I mean, just like watered down, I guess. But this page right here, like, come on. Well, actually, both of them. This page is fantastic too. But this full page, I actually think sometimes when they do like first, second, or not first, but second, third, fourth printings, that could be a cover. So that is pretty great. I think these are all basically just like one shots almost, right? So there's not going to be an issue 2 and issue 3. I don't think, because the next one that should be coming out is the whatever the other Omega that has the ending story, I believe. So, as I mentioned about White Whale Comics and John's Comics with Kids, and definitely sub them up if you haven't, because they are fantastic. I had to get the True Believers, and True Believers, Annihilation, and then Nova. But this is obviously the Man Called Nova #1 cover. Oblivion Song #22. I think I'm all caught up so far. Besides this issue, it's been really good. I actually prefer kind of like the second half of what's going on, because they're really getting into the meat of it. Where the first maybe like 10 or 11 issues was just kind of like, what is happening? We don't understand, but now like they're getting into it, and it's awesome. I haven't read this yet, but I read issue #1, Undiscovered Country. This is issue #2. I didn't think I added this to my pull list, but when I got there, I saw the cover and I was like, all right, cool. Like, I read the first book, liked it, but I've got so much going on in my pull list. I was like, maybe I won't. But then I saw this cover, like, look at this guy. I was like, no, I'm going to grab it. Then I went up there and he was in my pull list. I was like, all right, I guess I did add it. So, The rare DC book from me, The Last God. This is book 1 of the Fellspire Chronicles. And this is chapter 2. So this is the DC Black Label. I read the first issue. It was pretty good. I'm going to bring that up a little closer because the lighting in here is not going to do much for you. So that's probably the best I'm going to get it. I probably need a little bit of darker in here for that one. So I like this. I liked issue 1. I'm just going to have a little drink here. Issue 1 was good. Someone mentioned after they read it as well. They didn't really understand who kind of was the bad guy or the good guy so far in this. So I definitely want to continue on because I'm interested to see what they do there, because I was the same way. I'm like, okay, so these people seem like they're the good people, but they kind of seem like they're the bad people, so I don't know. And this one, there were 3 covers for this. This is Deja Thoris, which I believe is from, oh God, I'm having a brain fart here. There was a movie about it that everybody hated, which I actually didn't mind. But anyways, this is the Lucio Perillo variant, and it's a really nice variant. So, but even the other issues, like the first, like the the main printing and there was another variant were really nice as well. But I started reading this. It's not bad. I just can't believe that I can't think of it right now. So the CGC unboxing, I thought that there was going to be 2 books in here, and there's only 1. I go through an authenticated dealer. Sorry, my kitten is crying again. And I sent 2 books away, but one is modern and one is not so modern. So I knew he had said that they're probably going to come separately, but then he mentioned that he'll wait till they both come in and send them. But it looks like he is sending the other one probably soon, I think. So I'll explain what they are. So what I have here right now is Ultimate Fallout number 4, the first Miles Morales. So I've already opened the box. What I did is I made sure I was looking at the back of the comic, and then I took green painter's tape and I just made like 3 long strips, because for some reason I was just blanking out and trying to think of like, okay, so where's the gray going to be at? I think there's a good chance that this is going to be a 9.8. I'm really hoping so. A 9.6 and a 9.8, I'm guaranteed that the value of the book is going to be more than my overhead on this, because I got it my LCS before it blew up for a good price. I think I even may have used some points because you collect points at my LCS as well, and then obviously the grading and a little bit of shipping. The other book, which I was really looking forward to, was Silver Surfer 1. It's a low grade. I had won it. I put it in a video here. And I only expect that one to come back between maybe like a 1.8 and maybe like a 2.5. But that one is pure personal collection book. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to get it. This one, even though I like the cover and I do like Miles Morales, and I'm not necessarily a big Spider-Man fan, but I do like some of the stuff that's coming, like like a Miles Morales, stuff like that. This one I definitely want to sell to go towards other things, especially where a 9.8 is going for a decent amount right now. And I use GPA analysis website, and that's all US, and even that price is pretty good. And then I convert it to Canadian, and we all know like $1 US is like 1,000 Canadian. Joking, but it feels like it sometimes. So hopefully I have this covered. I'm going to just take a look. I want a 9.8. I think I'm getting a 9.6. I do see a little bit in the corner there. So, okay, good. I covered it up. This corner bugs me. I don't know if it's enough for them to take 2 points. I've seen a couple videos where guys say, okay, so, take a corner ding, like a proper corner ding. Like, start at 10. Okay, take 2 off right away. Now I'm sitting at 9.8. Now for every, proper tick along the side, take it down. So 9.6 and so on. So I think, and I doubt you'll be able to see it, but you see that corner? You can see it. A little bit down here. I think it's going to be a 9.6. Which, again, is fine because I'll be making money. But a 9.8 would have been awesome. Oh, wrong side. Yeah, it is a 9.6. Still, I am really happy with that. Like I said, I'm in the profit already on the value of this book. There is actually another one at my LCS right now that is going for more than what I originally paid for this one, because now the book's blown up. But they're really good about not overpricing. They're not going to jump online and, if it's a raw copies are going for $200. They're not going to put it on for 200. They're probably going to put it on for 100, or depending on what they paid to bring, to get it in, right? So they have to make their profit, and that's fine as well. I do have some points with them. I don't know how many points though, but if I have enough, I might get it and send it away too, because this book just keeps rising and rising. So 9.6. God, 9.8 would have been fantastic though. So with that, I've gone about 16 minutes here. I'm going to get ready for job number 2, and hopefully I find something fun this weekend in Halifax that maybe I can send away as well. And I'm really hoping that Silver Surfer, I don't know why I'm looking down at the empty box like it's suddenly going to be there, but I really hope that Silver Surfer comes in soon, because I want to show it off. It's one of my, there's maybe like 3 books that would be like my, like the top of my personal collection, and obviously Silver Surfer 1 is. My Marvel Preview 4 with First Star Lord is, and my Nova number 1, obviously, because I'm a huge Nova fan. So, thank you everybody for watching. Please check out this community. It's so fantastic. If you hear me say somebody's name in this video, check out their channel, check out their videos, subscribe to them. If you want to, I've never asked anybody to subscribe to me, but if you want to, please do so, because not only am I going to just be mostly giving you hauls, I do want to give some content at some point, some some stuff out of my collection and just too busy to get organized on it. But I'm going to do my best to promote the other people in this community, because it's just a lot of fantastic content. So thank you so much.